a country album certified gold. She was the first female to be named Entertainer of the Year by the Country Music Association. Her latest effort is titled All-Time Gospel Favorites. One of my all-time favorites, Miss Loretta Lynn, is here, and I'm pleased to have her here. Welcome back.
Thank you, honey. I was scared to death I wasn't going to get to see you while I was up here.
I'm happy that you are. And before we got a lot to talk about. First, how you doing? How's your health? And
I'm doing fair, you know. Yeah. I'm doing better.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, if I got out and worked some, well, maybe that'll help me too. It's hard to go home.
Yeah, I bet
and
it is.
I've, you know, I have shows down there on my dude ranch, like 3 or 4 times a year, and I go down and do the shows, and then I go back to Nashville. Yeah. But I know I got to stay home sometimes, so I'm going to have to kind of face the music.
Yeah. When you died, what, a month ago?
A year ago this month.
How long?
A year ago this month.
Yeah. Tell me about this relationship that we all got to know through Coal Miner's Daughter.
Well, we got married. I got married at 13, you knew that.
Yeah.
And I kind of walked out of Daddy's arms into Dude's arms.
Yeah.
And he was the one that made all the decisions. And right up till he passed away, he did make all the decisions. Even though he'd had strokes, he was smarter than most people that had never had a stroke. Yeah. And made good decisions too. And so not only did I lose a husband, but I lost a partner.
Yeah, manager.
A manager.
And he had diabetes, didn't he?
Had diabetes, and you know that eats you up.
He lost 2 limbs, two legs.
Both legs. And that's one of the things that really hurt me, seeing him cut on him like that, because he loved to be out on the farm. And I think he kind of gave up. When he seen me start to break out, you know, I never had a bump on my face before.
Yeah, you had some kind of rash that came because of...
Yeah, and I still got it, but they're working on me.
Right. And he saw it.
He was the first one to see it. He said, go get a nurse, go get a nurse. And I said, honey, what's wrong? And he said, go look in the mirror. And I had bumps all over my face, and I had never had a pimple on my face. So I couldn't believe it, you know. Yeah. But I wish that would have never happened.
That he'd never seen that? Or,
yes, because I'm afraid that he thought he might be just a little too much for me. But he wasn't, you know. This year has been a lot harder than the times before, you know, that I sat by his side.
How many songs did you write directed at him?
Everyone.
What was the title of the song? I remember this. Don't come home drinking and looking for loving.
With loving on your mind.
Loving on your mind.
I said you could turn it around. Don't come home loving with drinking on your mind. It's just as bad one way as just the other. But then I did You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man. Yeah. I did one called Fist City.
No Stand By My Man.
No Stand By My Man. Because
you ain't woman enough to take my man.
That's right. No, I never could understand why a girl would even sing a song like that, you know.
Yeah. You've always been there writing songs for strong women. Have you?
I have. And today they're calling me now to write for them. So I've been writing my head off. Yeah. And so a little girl by the name of Leon Malmack,
oh, you bet.
She is really good.
I want you to write some songs for her.
Yeah, I've got some wrote for her.
What kinds of?
Same stuff that I recorded. And let me tell you, this is what's wrong with the music business today.
What?
They are saying, do la la la. Yeah. You know, who's going to remember that stuff?
Right.
Not me or you.
No.
You're going to remember Don't Come Home Drinking and Loving on you. Well, this is what I said. You know, if they want me to write, they're going to have to take it like I write. Yeah. Because that's the way I write.
How many other songs did you write for Mooney?
Oh, my. I mean, there was always a line in every song I threw in for him. There was always a line.
Like, behave yourself, boy.
Behave yourself, yeah. There was always a line, and he'd never know which one, so he couldn't holler about it. Bless his heart.
Would he smile about it, or would he worry about it?
Well, he didn't say anything about a song till we were going down the road in the truck one day. He was coming home from Nashville, and I'd wrote Wings Up on Your Horns, and it was just... When I wrote the song, it was just opposite, wings and horns, you know, being opposite. I didn't think about people thinking it was dirty.
Right.
So everywhere you'd punch on the radio, that song was playing. And he said, that's the dirtiest song. Yeah, I'll not put in there what he said, song I've ever heard in my life. I said, well, honey, it's been out 3 months. Why didn't you tell me when I was recording it? And I thought you had more sense than to sing it.
You went back out on the road, and you've got this album, which you this is going to be sold on CNN and all those places,
Yes,
right?
it'll be on all
You
all
got
the stations.
200,000 copies
It was
have
so-
been ordered before you cut the record.
That's right, 200,000 orders. And I think that's what they're having a time right now getting them pressed up, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is going to sell. Listen to these songs. How Great Thou Art, In the Sweet By and By, When the Roll is Called Up Yonder, What a Friend We Have in Jesus, Wings and Dove, Are You Washed in the Blood, Just a Closer Walk with Thee, Swing Low, Sweet Charity, Press is the Valley, The Church is the Wildwood, Old Time Religion, Unclouded Day. Man, it just goes on and on and on here. I'd rather have Jesus, I'll fly away. Man, you went back and got all the old favorites and said, I'm bringing my band, we're going to record these things and see what happens.
You know, this is really funny because I said to myself, now I've done 3 gospel albums.
Right.
And there must not be anything that I haven't recorded, I thought. So I got the albums and I looked at them and I had wrote half of every one of the albums that I had recorded, and I thought, well, gee, I'm not going to have any problem now. So I recorded a lot of songs I have never cut before. Yeah. And it was really funny. When I went in to sing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, that's one of my favorite things on this album. Yeah. And my husband's favorite song was Peace in the Valley.
Well, you've heard it from the legend herself, Loretta Lynn. This is a lady who has been legendary in the country music genre, not only in the United States of America, but also in Europe, South America, and the entire world at large. This is a lady, Loretta Lynn, who rose from an impoverished childhood in Kentucky coalfields to become a pioneering female star of country music. She has passed on at the age of 90. She has died at the age of 90. Very, very devastating news. Actually, she even formulated a song from the coalfields of Kentucky, Tennessee, which also became so popular. According to a statement that has been released by the family that has been so touching, very emotional and tearful, it read, "Our precious mom, Loretta Lynn, passed away peacefully this morning." According to the 4th October statement that has been released via her official Instagram page that actually has close to over 300,000 followers. The statement further read, "In her sleep at home at her beloved ranch in Hurricane Mills, the mother has actually passed on." The family further continued and said they are asking for privacy during this time as they grieve. An announcement regarding a memorial will be forthcoming in a public announcement that will later be published via the official Instagram and Facebook page of the legend Loretta Lynn. So the legend has passed on. It's been very devastating. Everyone on the social media is sending messages of condolences, tributes. So we're looking through her biography and history plus the legacy in the music industry. This is a lady that dominated the charts in the 1960s when she was top of the charts with regards to the country music, and the 70s when she was actually second to only Dolly Parton, ringing up to actually number 11. So in one of her own right and another 5 top charts with Conway Twitty, her regular duet partner of the 70s. In all, she charted actually 51 top 10 country singles. That is unprecedented, actually, to have 51 top 10 country music singles. That's so rare. Unlike most of the contemporaries, by the way, she wrote a great deal of her material, beginning with her first chart hit of the 1960s, I'm a Honky Tonky Girl. Beyond her pointed songs that address traditional honky tonks themes like the infidelity and divorce from the woman's point of view, a reality in country music. She penned numbers and that fearlessly essayed contemporary topics ranging from the Vietnam War to contraception, and this actually led her to stardom throughout the 70s and the 80s. Nevertheless, in around the 1980s, her hits actually dried up a little bit, but she still remained huge and popular. She was widely believed to be the model of Barbara Jean, actually a very huge legend also, the sensitive and tragic frictional country star in Roberta Altman's 1975 ensemble film Nashville, set in the Music City. So this is a song actress, Ronnie Blakely, who was also actually influenced by the lady and the legend Loretta Lynn. Looking through further her biography, this is a lady actually who is survived by 3 daughters and a son, and actually several members of her family also followed her into the singing. All in this moment in time we are doing is to send messages of condolences, tributes to the legend Loretta Lynn. Rest in power the Queen Loretta.